Tinubu in more bigger trouble over his ministerial list, a release on Thursday, and by so doing he has violated the constitution. He ought to have submitted a complete ministerial list, judging from the fact that he was supposed to submit it 60 days after the after his inauguration or so. He's supposed to submit it. That is what Peter Ame, somebody is bringing out from here. Last night, the former chairman of the Intra-Party Advisory Council, Peter Ame, was granted an interview by African Independent Television where he spoke about the 28 names ministerial list released by President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Peter Ame said, "First of all, I think the National Assembly needs to wake up to its responsibility. It is obvious that President Tinubu violated the constitution by compiling substantially to it while submitting some names and not the names of his ministers. He ought to have submitted a complete ministerial list." The one-time House of Representatives candidate in Kogi State also said Section 42 of the Constitution says the ministerial list should be submitted in 60 days, but the president submitted 28 names only. Again, Mr. Peter Ame said, "I think the president should not be the one to decide which section of the law he will be following as against the ones he won't be following. This is because the ordinary citizens may wake up one day saying there are some laws they won't adhere to." Lastly, Peter Ame said, "Personally, I am discouraged that after waiting for 60 days, the president is still struggling to complete his ministerial nomination list. There was so much expectation that his ministerial nominees will mostly be technocrats, but what we see now is not encouraging at all." See, no matter what, that is why we have oppositions. And at times you might be doing some things, you might be seeing some things from a different angle, and you are doing the wrong thing. You need some people to call you to order. It is not be chanting and all of that, unless you just want to be or those who want to be mischievous, because in the recent you look at everything from holistic side and say, oh, does he really what is this how it ought to be and all of that. And you begin to, if you are sincere to yourself, or if you are defenders of those people, you know that oh, this person is saying the truth. But you know what, people just have forget. Oh, somebody is even saying, oh, not to like wahala, but that is what the constitution says. So that means if he did not submit the full list, the ones he has submitted as the one that they are going to work. Buhari, that one, I don't even know how to categorize that one. Nobody's saying that, but one day somebody will come and tell you, you are not supposed to tell the world or show anybody who you voted for, but Buhari did it, and everybody just moved on. And that is how they are going to move on this case. Before you know, they'll say, "Abeg, talk better thing." We are talking of better thing. This one they talk of another thing. That's what they are going to be saying. It's unfortunate. Why wasting your time going to AIT? You want sympathy or what? If you know Tinubu violated your constitution, why not go to court and sue Mr. President to let him know that you know law very well? Of course, somebody is going to pick it up from there. He's winning come flabbergasted, so he confused from hand join in hand out for the interest of the masses. Go to court. We too like wahala jari. Bola Tinubu is not a law-abiding person. That is just the beginning. Show of illegitimacy, and above the judiciary and the nation, the judiciary must wake up. I presume Tinubu is having the judiciary in his pocket. Tinubu is a constitutional violator. He and his bandwagons must always attack you whenever you try to correct them, because he has attack dogs. Some people choose to be idiots. How? Mr. Tunu, is it now that he wanted to come and be displaying his oversabi for the people of his constituency after all the year he went and wasted as failure in House of Rep? Everyone is now a typical Confucianist. Everything that has beginning definitely has an end. God is watching. Uludu. Tinubu is confused though. Well, my friends, some of you just open your mouths and talk nonsense. You are just seeking relevance, which you don't have, Shikena. But I think Tinubu said he is prepared for the lead, to lead this country. Why is he sending 28 ministerial lists instead of 40? And you send list very late, and it is half list. When did he want them to start working? Is it after this 1 year in the office? Okay, or someone says then go and kill yourself. Are you serious? Are you not even feeling the heat? Don't you have some kind of empathy? Person where those get sympathy for himself, now he won't get sympathy for somebody else. Nigerians are suffering and dying because of the inefficiency of Tinubu. Are saying this because you think Tinubu is your language and therefore you are okay because you are being favored one way or the other. So you actually think that Tinubu's inefficiency will not affect you. You are in for a very long time if you will not correct or allow anyone to, then you are his worst enemy. The story will soon be over. Mr. Constitution, you are all hypocrites. You will do worse if you are in the Tinubu's shoes. But they say Tinubu don't prepare now. So I beg, increase the volume. Fire on the mountain. Everyone wants to be angel. So after all, Tinubu no be angel. So Buhari violated the law and it is now giving Tinubu to the key to do the same. What does that mean? It means we are all lawless. We are all in lawless country. Now let everybody stop paying tax to a lawless government. As for me, from today I will not pay tax to a lawless government. Anybody can do anything he or she likes. No wonder everything is turning upside down.